Ben.
And I'm John.
And together we're OCB.
Reactions.
And today we have, what you say?
Belet Seri with the song Gidim. If it's Sumerian, that's probably the pronunciation.
Well, I figured it was just hillbilly, like, get him. Get him, boy. Get him. But, well, though, it's, yeah.
So the hillbillies are actually Sumerians.
Could be. Or at least Babylonians.
Right. But hey, before we start, Ben's got something here.
Okay, I mean, by now you've realized I'm a dork or a geek and like geek things. But I recently got into on this crowdfunding place called Indiegogo, and I guess it's called Comicsgate or something. It's like the new comics creators. Marvel and DC kind of suck nowadays.
Yeah,
really bad
with all their woke.
But I picked up got a couple things in the mail not too long ago. It's this is Shadow Sentry. Get it. And then this was the Chino by actually I just forgot his name, of course, but they're both actually really good, and I just kind of wanted to give a little shout out to them. Like I thought they did a really good job. I was really impressed. But I know Shadow Sentry is still live as far as like you can order it. I know the guy that made this. I don't know if this is still live, but he's got a new one up.
Well, you know what? We'll leave links for these.
Yeah, but I just
in the description.
But just like I just give a short reaction and shout out to the. I thought they were both really good. It's like it was nice to read a comic book where the creators cared, and not just about like their creation, they cared about story.
Well, and just from the way I understand, they also care about their fans.
Yeah, they don't try to browbeat you with their pilot. They try to just give you something that's fun.
Right.
Now, I will say with the Shadow Sentry, I want to just let the guy know, it's like, okay, I really enjoyed it. I thought the story was cool. I thought the plotting was cool. I loved the art. When you do dialogue, read it to yourself. Because a lot of it, there's a lot of the dialogue where it wasn't necessary, and it felt kind of weird because it's like, this is not what somebody would say. So when you're doing dialogue, read it to yourself or get somebody to read it back and forth with you so you can hear it. Other than that, and that's a minor thing because I really enjoyed the book, but I'm just saying it might help you as a writer going forward, because that's what I do. And I will be getting back into it pretty soon.
Yay! So is there anything coming up with Johnny Chaos?
Soon.
Good.
Well, I'm working.
I haven't had my Johnny Chaos fix for a while.
Well, I got some stuff there. He's in it, but not the main character.
Right.
But
yeah. Just make sure.
And the song, I just wanted to say this is way back when we did Metal Around the World. We made friends with one of the band members, Redouan Alamo from Layla Hell, and he's been doing a lot of guest vocals lately.
Yeah, I've been noticing he's kind of jumping around all over the place.
And he's basically being a gun for hire during this whole pandemic thing.
Right.
And I keep listening to everything he's put out, and I'm like, finally this came out. I'm like, oh, I'll stop. I won't listen to it, and I'll redo a reaction for him. Or because he's done one thing I thought was awful. It wasn't him. It was just the song. This production of the song was bad.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't him. It wasn't the song wasn't bad. It's just the production was bad.
Just poor production.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and get started on this, and because I'm actually kind of excited to hear what this one's got going on. So here we go.
it's like, does it feel like the synth's not quite matching up?
Yeah,
Like it's like a little jilted or something. I don't know exactly what it's. I mean, it might be on purpose because it's kind of giving this weird eerie feeling,
Yeah.
and it's like it's kind of cool actually.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I can't wait to actually go home and listen to this again in a pair of headphones because these speakers suck. I want a little bit better quality going on.
Yeah, I probably do the same thing.
Which eventually, I'm going to be quite honest, I'm buying you a set of studio monitors so you can hear music really well here.
Well, I have several pairs of headphones.
Yeah, but that's also not good on the ears on a constant. It's
true.
better to have a good set of
I'm almost
monitors.
deaf in this ear now for some reason.
But well, let's keep going
Yeah.
because this is interesting.
Don't know why she changed her singing style at the end, but it's like that was cool.
Yeah, it kind of throws you off a little bit.
Yeah, it's like when she's doing shorter phrasing. It's like
actually the whole song kind of keeps you off balance, and I think there at the end that was like the finger that pushes you over.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed that. I'd like to hear more.
Very interesting, and obviously telling the Sumerian story.
Basically, how one became the other. It's like how whatever her name was, she becomes. Yeah. This is a Babylonian goddess, former Sumer goddess. Yeah.
But no, and I do have to be honest though. Here is my favorite parts where Redwan comes in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah.
So that was an interesting choice to do the death metal chorus.
Yes.
It's like that's like the reverse of the way you would normally do it, and it's like that's cool. I mean, you better still be doing Layla Hell stuff because I'm really fucking annoyed if you.
Right.
It's like I mean, that's probably it's top 5 of my favorite death metal bands.
Right.
But
there's not a whole lot else for me to say. I really enjoyed it. It was different. There was a very different sound and feel to it.
Well, most of the stuff he's done, like as basically a mercenary death metal vocalist,
right?
He has been different. Some of it I really liked. Some of it was like, it was good.
Yeah.
But he was always like, oh, and I want to say, like, if you see this photo on, okay, you made Incantation Singer sound like shit on your Metal versus Coronavirus song. It's like, he's considered like a legend in the black and death metal genre. He's like the beginning of black and death metal. Like Incantation, yeah. So Incantation and Immolation's guitarist was there. Okay, because I knew both of them were there, but it was Incantation's vocalist, and you kicked his ass. Just saying, like, you made him sound like shit.
Yeah, you better keep going with Layla Hell because I want to hear more now.
Yeah.
But that's all I've got.
Yep, fairly well.
Thank you.